It's just an incredible pleasure to welcome you all to Stanford University for the 4th annual conference of the National Student Support Accelerator. Yay. We're thrilled to host this annual event under the theme of Scaling High-Impact Tutoring, Uniting Research and Decision-Making for Effective Solutions. It's a big title, but it's exactly what we're here to do. It's to unite research and decision-making. Whether you've traveled from just down the road across the country or in some cases across the equator, we're really so excited to have each of you with us. This conference is a moment that I look forward to all year. It's not just a gathering of experts, educators, policymakers, and innovators. It's a community that shares a commitment to improving student outcomes and a belief in one of the most promising evidence-based strategies in K-12 education, high-impact tutoring. We've come a long way since NSSA first launched in the beginning of 2021. Many of you were here when that happened. And when I say we, I mean every single person in this room. Together, we've really made incredible progress, both in what's possible conceptually and, more importantly, in real systems, in real schools, serving real students. So just a few years ago, we were asking, can this even work? Tutoring during the school day for those who need it the most? Today, we know that the answer is yes. Now we have to ask, how do we make it even better and for more students and in more schools? So I wanted to start this morning by saying something that we don't often say in education, which is that this is actually working. Yes. Because of many of you. Now, that may sound a little out of touch given today's challenges, but think about where we were 4 years ago when we knew students could benefit from high-impact tutoring, but we actually weren't so sure that we could get beneficial programs to students at scale. In response to the pandemic, we considered dozens of interventions to address unfinished learning, but high-impact tutoring, this powerful evidence-based intervention, rose to the top. And high-impact tutoring has not only endured, it's actually expanded. It's taken root in urban districts and in rural districts, in elementary, middle, and high schools, through in-person and virtual formats. And again, it's working. I just got an email last night, from Air Reading with some findings where the students they worked with, I think 90% of them started below grade level, and 80% were at or above grade level by the end of the year. So we see all of this evidence that it's working. We now have a robust and growing body of research showing that when tutoring is delivered with quality, with consistency and care, it produces these large measurable gains in student learning. It's effective across grades and across subjects and across delivery modes. And in short, when we do it, it works. And it's rare to be able to say this. We don't often get to say with this level of confidence that something works. And here is what makes it even more remarkable. This change, this shift towards embedding tutoring into the core of public education has happened fast. In education, systematic change usually takes decades. But in just a few years, we've gone from the question of could this possibly scale to knowing that it can. Tutoring is now front and center in education conversations across the country. So yes, this is actually a win for research, a win for practice, but more importantly, of course, a win for students. And it's a testament to the leadership, dedication, and ingenuity in this room. I mean, this room is an incredible room, and you'll get to talk to all the people here. But, and this is important, it hasn't been easy. Even with plentiful resources, providing intensive, relationship-based, high-impact tutoring isn't easy. We need tutors, we need to change school schedules, we needed to align the tutoring with students' experiences in their classrooms, and it's taken a lot of work. Now public education leaders are navigating one of the most challenging landscapes that we've seen in decades: budget constraints, staffing shortages, political tensions, and students still struggling to re-engage in school and in their coursework. And yet, in the face of all of that, You have all leaned in, and I really hope that you will continue to do so, even in these challenging times. You've kept your focus on what students need. You've pushed for innovation grounded in evidence. And you've recognized that what our research continues to show, that tutoring isn't just about instruction, it's about relationships. Today, where so many new startups claim personalized content for every student, it is human connection, the care, belief, and encouragement that humans give humans that separate great education and that separates high-impact tutoring. We've known for years that students learn better when they feel seen, supported, and connected. Tutoring provides exactly that, a consistent, caring adult who shows up for them, who believes in them, who helps them both navigate content and build the confidence that they need to learn. They need tutors who notice and celebrate each of their successes. Just recently, one of our new studies showed that when girls were paired with female math tutors, they don't just perform better on assessments, they develop stronger interest in STEM fields. That's actually a profound shift for the world. A simple personal relationship made the difference. It opened a door, it planted the idea that maybe I belong here too. This is why we do this work, because it's not just about catching up, it's about unlocking the tremendous potential of students across the country and across the world. Historically, tutoring has been a tool reserved for affluent families, an advantage used to stay ahead. But we are rewriting this narrative. We're saying that every student deserves access to high-quality tutoring when they need it, not as an add-on, not as an afterthought, but as part of their education, integrated into their school day and aligned with their curriculum. This is an equity issue, but actually it's also a design challenge. And I think many of us know how much of a design challenge it is. And we're meeting that design challenge together. Let me share another milestone. So last year at this very conference, we launched the Tutoring Program Design Badge. Many of you have taken a look at that as a way to help tutoring providers understand how their services align with what research says works. The idea was simple. If we can clearly define high-impact tutoring, then we can help programs improve towards it. And you can still have a variety of different approaches, but you want to share some of these principles that we know work. And when programs, when they reach that standard, they can show it proudly. Today, I'm pleased to share that since the launch of the badge last year, 30 tutoring providers from across the country, including many of you here in this room, earned a badge. And with those 30 providers alone, so just 30 providers, we can say we're bringing research-aligned designs of high-impact tutoring programs to over 1,900 school districts in the US and over 230,000 students. These are big numbers. So that's a huge step forward. It means more districts can confidently choose providers whose model not only fit their unique needs, but models that are grounded in evidence. Public school systems can earn the badge too. Many districts run their own in-house tutoring program. So if you're in a district and you haven't yet explored it, we have this LEA self-assessment. Please take a look at that. It's an opportunity to assess your program, make research-informed improvements, and take meaningful steps towards earning the badge and demonstrating to your community, your school board, your state leaders that your tutoring program meets these standards. This kind of signaling that you get with the badge can be really powerful, especially now as we all work to sustain and scale tutoring in a time of funding uncertainty and where we really have to defend the funding that we are using for high-impact tutoring. So speaking of tools, I'm excited to announce that we've also just released an updated high-impact tutoring district playbook. So the district playbook was one of our most used tools. This new edition includes the latest research, new case studies, and practical guidance with all new tools on implementation, staffing, scheduling, monitoring effectiveness. So if you're trying to make tutoring a core part of your district's long-term strategy, This playbook can be a roadmap. Our team, in partnership with a number of terrific experts in the field, many of you here, developed a clearer, cleaner resource that can walk you through the details you need without compromising on thoroughness or quality. Now I want to pause to go back to the deeper truth that sits at the heart of everything we do, and that's the power of relationships. Tutoring is an academic intervention, yes, but it's also a human one. When we talk about dosage and data and fidelity, we should also talk about connection and consistency and care. Students thrive when they feel known. Tutors who show up week after week, who ask how the test went, who remember a birthday, who believe in a student's ability even when that student doesn't believe in themselves, those are the tutors that are changing lives. I hope you saw some of the pictures that were here before. They were just beautiful pictures of tutors and students. And do you know what we're hearing more and more is that teachers love that their students are receiving high-impact tutoring. When tutoring is built into the school day and coordinated with instruction, it doesn't just benefit students, it supports teachers. It gives them partners, it gives them a time to focus, it recenters a part of the job that too often gets squeezed out, and that's the relationships. We should lean into that. It's a time when teacher burnout is real and rising, so let's make it easier for them to do the parts of the job that bring the most meaning. When we design for strong relationships, we're also designing for learning. If we center care, we see growth in academics, in confidence, and in futures. So how do we meet this moment of rapidly changing landscape? Well, today you'll hear from some of the best minds in the field. You'll hear from state and district leaders who have figured out how to embed tutoring in complex systems and who are eager to share what worked, what didn't work, and what's next. You'll hear from researchers who are advancing our understanding of what makes tutoring effective, whether it's the role of high-quality instructional materials, the types of tutors and how we train them, or the optimal use of AI and other technologies. I think we're all really interested in how we can use technology to get better. And you'll engage with thought leaders from across the education landscape, people who are thinking deeply about scale, about sustainability, about policy, and about innovation. Today is a chance for you to ask questions, to challenge assumptions, and to make connections. The agenda is packed, but we've also built in time for deep conversations, and we've really tried to do that even more this year than we've done in the past. So please take advantage of that time, because the people in this room, you are the drivers of what comes next. I have to take this moment to thank the incredible people who make this jam-packed day possible. The Overdeck Family Foundation is our principal sponsor for this conference, and we really could not pull this off without their generous support. We're also grateful to our core funders, including the Walton Family Foundation, the Schusterman Family Philanthropies, Jamie Halper, and many other key research funders, all of whom we've highlighted in our program welcome letter. We're also grateful to acknowledge an impressive group of additional conference sponsors this year. We'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to our champion sponsors, Pearl and Pencil Spaces, who will be showcasing demos of their innovative products during lunch, and to our reception sponsor, Think Academy, who will offer a demo during the reception. We're deeply grateful to their support so that we can have this wonderful day with you, and we're excited for you to experience their products firsthand. So every year, one of our goals is to create a welcoming environment where attendees can connect and deepen relationships. For the first time, we hosted small group welcome dinners that took place last night. An evening, at least for us, of great conversation, new connections that wouldn't have been possible without the support of the generous dinner sponsors. So we're so grateful for their partnership in making these kickoff gatherings a reality. Let us all give our sponsors a warm round of applause. Really, we are so grateful. We've proven that high-impact tutoring works. Now we have to make it work everywhere for every student who needs it. Just last week, a White House executive order identified high-impact tutoring as a key area for grant funding to improve education outcomes using AI. This is a significant recognition of tutoring's ability to scale with technology. I would like to underscore the critical role that we all play in this movement and the need to do it right. AI supporting high-impact tutoring does not mean AI replacing high-impact tutoring. We can use the technology in so many ways, from scheduling to tutor coaching, that can enhance our programs and help them reach more students, building more strong relationships and resulting in more learning. With these new technologies, we have an opportunity to imagine and build something even better. Let's be the leaders that focus on students, that understand relationships are at the core, and that reimagine what's possible. To pull this off, we'll need to build coalitions in our local communities, and we'll need to hold on to what brought us here in the first place, a belief that all students deserve support, and a conviction that when we combine evidence with action, we can transform systems. So let's keep going, let's build on this momentum, let's share openly, learn fearlessly, and keep pushing together. The work ahead is not only necessary, it's possible, and it's worth it. So thank you for being here, thank you for your commitment, and thank you for everything you do to ensure that students across this country are seen, are supported, and are set up for success.